The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Keep playing hard.
Ready, set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Are you getting ahead?
Rock it. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking to throw. McCann, and finding the tight end Hooper. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
22 jet bombers. 5.
On second down now, it's Freeman, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, McCann. It's complete. Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Hey, switch gears.
Go on.
On first down, McCann. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Go, get it.
Back to the running game, it's Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Situation. Let's go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm on. Jim.
Out.
Jim.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, McCann. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go again.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now! Hey, 180! Hey, we're good! 180!
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Carr. Setting up the screen for Miller. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check three.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Joker.
Protein spill.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Come on,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it. Shoot! Watch
Leo. Defense.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, McCann. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Throwing on 1st down. McCann dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Good track. Watch the safety creep. Check.
Running right, Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
70, Indy.
Heavy on the edges. Alert 3.
They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now, 180.
Check 53. Double dog. That's the way. Check. Fresno. Switch. Hey, check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
What's the run? They're running it.
this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go! Go!
Mike. I got one.
2nd and 5. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Tight down. There you go. Shift.
Hey, lock it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Back to throw. McCann. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
53, Mike. Come on, D. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53. Hey, watch the slant. Hatch it.
Fair.
Tighten up. Big edge.
Now. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. McCann. He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
53 is the mic.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this will be Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
It's a give to Freeman running right. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Cut. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Shift. Watch the edge.
Now.
On 1st and 10, McCann. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, 7:34.
45.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Carr. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. OP. Bang. White.
Now this time, Carl throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Ain't no way.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
You're mine.
Watch twins. Deuce.
Deuce right, chief.
Tight dog.
To throw again. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's right. Get off the tracks, baby. Get off the train.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Down. You're right, A.A.
We don't want this. Check three.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards on the ground. They come out here in the I. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Logan. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down.
He's got daylight. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey. Check. Check out route. Hot.
This is Jones. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Back. Fight.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 3. 49. Check 49.
Right Monday.
Again, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You got nothing. Kill.
Later, 2. What's up?
On the counter, here's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Check 45 for mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Kill.
Again, it's Miller. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
What down? 180.
Watch the pass.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons! Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Falcons push further out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So that'll back him up 5.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Carr now to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Carr. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well